Hello, everybody, and welcome to this inspirational transformation session. My name is Eric Depp. I am French, and I now live in Malaysia, and I am proud to be an Herbalife distributor for the past 30 years. I live in over 15 countries around the world, pioneer in 13 of them, starting the Herbalife business. My objective of this session, based on my experience as an independent entrepreneur and human being, is to inspire you to make some changes step by step into your living and in order to become the best version of yourself every day. This is why I created this ITS. Now, why did I start it on Monday? Now, well, it's quite simple. It's the beginning of the week, apparently. So we have to start somewhere. Now, why I did it in the morning? Because according to me, there's no better time. This is the start of the day. And if you start good, the rest of the day has a good chance to be fantastic. Now, why did I call it inspirational better than motivational? Because to me, my opinion, there is a difference, and the difference is enormous. Let me explain to you. Motivation would come from me to pump you up, to motivate you, to push you. So all is about my ability of persuasion, of speaking, of motivating you, and maybe you take action on what I mentioned until your motivation is gone. Because I'm not anymore with you, and therefore, or behind you, and therefore it's gone. And I call this an external force. Now, inspiration is completely different. And it is you, the main person, to act upon what you hear from me. What I do is here, share some advice. And that, according to my own experience, did that me. And then from your side, if it makes sense to you, then you apply. And therefore, you are the main player. You are the one putting in action because of your desire that comes from you. I call this the internal force. So please understand, what I share with you comes from my own experience. You don't have to believe one word of what I would say because it's my own experience. But you can be sure it's going to be the truth. And maybe in the future, some of the same events may happen to you. And therefore, you will be able to adjust or adapt according to maybe what I'm sharing for you today. My goal of this session, and I call also episode, this is episode number 11, is to share my experience in order for you to be ready to face maybe some of these situations in life, to be ready to act, to be ready to live with abundance, to be ready to live with energy, to be ready and have a productive week, have a productive day, have a productive month, productive year, to become more effective, but also maybe transform your mind, your mindset, into what I call a powerful machine, and tuning up into happiness, greatness, action, kindness for a reality of every day. So we're going to get started for the next 20 to 30 minutes, and I hope you are ready for the ride. Okay, how many believe that words have power? Now, how many of you understand that keeping them is important? In the next 20 minutes, I will show you how your words, and by the way we use them and keep them, affect your entire life and future. After these 20 minutes, you will know exactly what needs to be applied in order to make sure your words are powerful for your own life now and tomorrow, and how to become the person you always wanted to be. Let me explain to you how to use the power of words according to my own experience. Again, I repeat that. Some people just have the habit of saying the wrong things at the wrong time. It's like they are hung by their tongue, you know. There is a Japanese proverb that says a tongue of 3 inches can kill a man of 6 feet tall. Do you understand? Basically, words can be the architect of your life. Words can kill somebody, or words can elevate somebody. If it sounds like you, just learn to engage your mind before you speak. The process is about, number 1, think. Number 2, speak. Some people have the habit of speaking and then thinking. Remember, all the words need to be as sweet as possible. So if they're wrong, you can swallow them. How many times you said something that you wish later on you did not say? The words coming out of your mouth are creative, but also a negative force sometimes. They play a big part into your present, but also into your future. And again, remember, they are the architect of your life. So we need to use them as a tool to build the future that we all want. If you can change what you think about, then you can change what comes out of your mouth. The words you speak usually create the atmosphere, the style, even so an identity. Your words can be set the stage for you to be successful or not to be successful. One of the fundamental skills of a leader is to learn to control his words and to keep them. I repeat that. To control your words and to keep them. What do we do every year when the year starts? We take what we call new resolution. And what happened about this new revolution? Nothing or little. Why? Because we don't keep our words. We say, but we don't keep our words. Please pay attention to what you say. Why? Because you need to do what you say. Do what you say. Do not commit on something you will not do. As a matter of fact, don't say it. Because when you say it to you or to someone else, the words mean something. Maybe not to you, but to some other people, to some other person. Did you ever think about that? Whatever you say to somebody means something for somebody else. Think about it. You want success in the world? Then you make sure to keep your words. Why? Because your power is equivalent to your words that comes out of your mouth. Do you understand that? Whatever comes out of your mouth is power. Example, if someone tells you that they will do something and they do not, what happened for you? In your mind, in your thoughts, the first thing they're going to think is, that person is really unreliable. Forget about him. Forget about that. And what happened? You do not trust anymore that person. You have lost the trust and the confidence into this person. So, can you trust yourself when you do not keep your words to someone else? That's a great question to ask, mainly into the mirror. In the mirror, ask yourself, can you trust yourself? In this case, what happened to your inner power? That means the power inside you. If you don't even trust yourself on what you say because you don't do it, then you become weak. Because you get a habit to lie to yourself. When you say you commit and you don't do, you're lying to yourself. This is why some of us, not all of us, some of us don't have all the success they want or the power they want. Because it's hard for them to trust themselves. Because we promise to ourselves, but we don't keep. What is the fastest way to get the full power in you? You keep your words as a law and you start to trust yourself. That is the power of words. That's where it comes from, your power. When you say you declare vocally, then it becomes a commitment. When you say it, you mention it, it's a commitment, not a thought anymore. If you think, it's a thought. If you say, it's a commitment. So when you say you will do, then it happened. You are now the creator. Think about it. You say, I'm going to do this because I want that. You're doing it. It happens. You just created something from you. You are therefore the creator because it's happening. And so more you say and more it happens, then you start to see yourself as a very powerful person because everything happened into the reality. You commit, you say, it happened, you are the creator. That's a reality. Then you start to be like this. When I say something, it's happening. Wow. When I say something, it's happening. How to do that? Step by step, by small things first. Then when it becomes a habit of declaring, committing, and it's happening, that is the power of your words. Your words become your reality, but your words become your future. Have you ever think about that? But when your words have no power, then you have no power either. And nothing may happen for you now or tomorrow. And what is happening? Do you feel confident? Absolutely not. You feel weak. No power at all. One more thing. When you do not say it and do not commit to it, it's okay. But if you commit to you or to someone and you do not do, it's rude. It's inconsiderate for the other person, but also for you. And again, weak power from you. When you want to break a commitment, there is no problem. You just decommit or ask the permission to the others if you have committed to somebody. If you did commit to someone, just mention to them. But don't mention this as an excuse. Just tell them, sorry, I decommit from my commitment. But don't take it as an excuse. Just decommit. Take away your commitment. But the reality is this. That's a reality. That this is something you do not want to do or accomplish. Don't make a commitment on something you don't want to accomplish, because it won't work. It will give you a weak power. You may say, oh, it's okay, then I do not commit to do this, or I do not commit to do anything. The problem, when you do not commit, usually we do not do the things. We do not do the things that we are supposed to do. Why? Because we did not commit. And usually, you see, when we declare and commit, we have something that called a push for ourselves. So some people say, oh, it's easy, then I don't commit to anything. Then they would not do anything. Why? Because there is no push. Imagine that you commit to your spouse of something very important. Now you have no other way than to do it. And you do what we call whatever it takes. So what is the solution on all of that? Commit slowly, but complete fully. I repeat that. Commit slowly, small task, but complete fully. That is the most important thing. So all day long, practice. Work on the delivery of your words, but also on the way to keep them. Work on your skill to develop your words, to develop the power of your words. Improve them, fine and tune them, but most of it, keep them. And by understanding this way of living, in no time, you're going to improve the quality of your day every single day, because you will get power. So start your day with powerful words and keep them. Now, in order to conclude this episode, let me ask you, what if what you have heard today, you could start every day to put in practice? Every day. Put it in practice, step by step. Do you think it will enhance your life or make it more successful? Absolutely. So I challenge you this week to put in practice some of these suggestions and create your own way how to apply it every day. And I guarantee that at the end of this week, you will be a different person. Completely. Remember, we're all human, therefore not a trait. Remember that. We all can improve and change when we are ready. I believe if you're listening to this, you are ready. So act now. Start now. Let's start to implement. Let's start to live a life full of health, full of wealth. Every day, day by day. Let's improve our words. Let's keep them. And I will see you next week into our next episode of what I call an inspirational transformation session. My name is Eric Depp. I am here for you and share my experience. Thank you, everybody, to be on today for this 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And I wish everybody to have a fantastic week. I'll see you next week on Monday. And remember, Your words have power. Keep them for you and for everybody. Thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic week.